This Mexican police officer has gone viral online after breastfeeding a baby who had gone 2 days without eating in Acapulco, Guerrero, Mexico, the resort city that was struck last week by Category 5 Hurricane Otis. Her name is Arisbeth Dionisio Ambrosio, and she is a part of a group of Mexico City police officers who were sent to Acapulco for search and rescue efforts. She had been helping another victim when she heard the baby's cries, and after helping the other victim, she went up to the family of the baby, who told her that the baby was a 4-month-old who had gone 48 hours without food. With permission and without hesitation, Arisbeth breastfed the baby and helped the baby calm down. She herself has a 1 year and 7 months old baby who she still breastfeeds, and which is why she was able to do so.
Pero me enfoqué más al bebé por el llanto que tenía. Entonces, me dijeron, yo creo que es hambre lo que tiene. Le digo, pues yo estoy amamantando. Le digo, no sé si guste que le...
¿De qué edad es su pequeño? ¿Está en la Ciudad de México?
Sí, él está en la Ciudad de México. Tiene 1 año y 7 meses, pero aún le sigo dando leche materna.
As a mother, I applaud this mother and police officer for going above and beyond the call of duty. This is a gesture of love.
Be 13 in 6 months. Like, I don't know, she just does not like being recorded. She's just like, mom, stop, mom, stop. Every time I have to like sneak into it, and even when I sneak into it, she gets so mad. She's just like, no, I look crazy. Like, no, I look my hair needs to be done. And then when her hair is done, she's like, mom, stop. I'm like, what's the problem? She's like, I just don't want to be recorded. Like, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to act either. And I was like, okay, like, we're not even talking about acting. I don't want to do it. And I feel like you and my dad are trying to pressure me into like acting and all this stuff, and I don't want to do it. Like, I just want to be a kid. I just want to go to school, and like I just want to, like, you know, be a kid and play sports and have friends and like that. I just want to be a kid. Baby girl, in my head I'm like, girl, you're 12, you're so talented and so beautiful, and you could really be out here getting to the bag at 12. But okay, I get it. I'm not gonna pressure her. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm not gonna pressure you. That's not what you want to do, and you don't have to do it. But you guys, I don't know, try to like comment or something, knock some sense into her.
Number 1, can we normalize leaving family business within the family? I would hate if I had a heart to heart with my mom about something that was bothering me and she went on social media and just shared it with the whole world. Like, let's normalize leaving family business within the family. And number 2, I'm genuinely confused because I thought most parents in this cellular day and age would want that for their kid. You know, to just enjoy being a kid, would want for their kid to put the phone down more and to shy away from the societal pressures of always having to be on social media and putting up these pictures and stuff. Like, who wouldn't want that for their kid? And especially a celebrity kid at that, who's already going to be in the spotlight as she grows up by default. Every day I come in this app and I see parents making videos with their children and children making videos, and you know what? To each his or her own. But personally, if I had a child that said, that's not something that I want to do, I would applaud that in a heartbeat. Because as beneficial as social media can be when it comes to seeking opportunities, it does come with a negative price, and that price is always having to be under the scrutiny of other people. I'm sure you large and small content creators already know this. No matter what you put out, no matter how positive it can be, you're always going to have those negative people commenting on your stuff because they're trolls and they want to make you feel bad because misery loves company. And I just feel like those pressures for a young girl can really damage her self-esteem and really cause her to be insecure. I mean, look how so many of you guys are doing North. Like, she's a kid posting silly kid content, and look how many people are just being negative to her in the comments. And we only see these comments because these are reposted videos. Like, her mom had to turn off the comments off her original content. And look how y'all did Blue. Like, what if Blue Ivy was also on social media and she read all the hate that she got when she first started dancing? Like, this was something totally new to her and people were calling her out and making fun of her. These are all just examples, but these are kids. Young, impressionable kids. Kids who are still learning themselves, learning about life. Let kids be kids. And that comment about her getting the bag at such a young age because she's beautiful and all that, she's 12. Why should a 12-year-old be worried about getting a bag at her young age? She should be focused on her youth, on her friends, on her family, on sports, the things that she's asking you to respect. With her parents' background, I'm sure that little girl is going to be well off financially, but I just don't think that she should be pressured into that mindset now at such a young age. I had the best childhood as a kid because I wasn't worried about pictures. I wasn't worried about angles and perfect lighting or how my hair looked or TikTok dances or anything of the sort. I enjoyed just being silly with my friends and just being a kid. Like, let your kids be kids. Stop rushing for your kids to grow up. I do think it's important for parents to push their kids and, remind their kids that life isn't always going to be about playing and having fun. But I think you can do that without crossing your kid's boundaries by always having a camera in her face when she's clearly telling you that this is something that she wants to do. You can ask her, oh, what do you think you want to be when you grow up? Or what are some things that you like to do? And partake in those activities with her. Those are great ways to bond with your child. Just because they're kids doesn't mean that we shouldn't respect their boundaries too. If we want our kids to respect other people's boundaries and standards, then, well, it all starts at home. Yeah, let's just let kids be kids, y'all.
I am begging you to not settle for boxed cornbread this holiday season because my honey butter cornbread is sweet, it's moist, and it's the #1 cornbread recipe on the internet. And I'm going to teach you guys how to make it step by step. So we're going to start off with 2 cups of yellow cornmeal, and then we're going to add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Then we're going to take 1 cup of sugar, 2 tablespoons of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt, and we're going to give that a really good mix. You want to make sure it's fully incorporated. In a separate bowl, you're going to take 2 cups of milk, 2/3 cups of vegetable oil, and 2 eggs. You are going to add in my secret ingredient, which is a can of cream corn. Stay with me, trust me. This is my secret ingredient. You're going to give that a whisk, and then you're going to build a small hole in your dry ingredients and slowly pour that wet batter in, and then you're going to incorporate it. You want to make sure that it's mixed really well, and then you're going to take a 13x9 baking dish and butter it up and add your cornbread. You're going to bake it at 400 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes, and then you'll start working on that delicious honey butter, which is literally melted butter and honey. Halfway through the baking process, you'll glaze some of that honey butter on. And guys, when I tell you this is foolproof, you can't mess this up. If you want the perfect dish to bring to Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, something that is easy, that's cheap, and that will make everyone's mouth water, you gotta try this out. Let me know what you think, and the full recipe is on my blog as usual. Enjoy, guys.
I only wanna set my mind on things up above. My life is not my own, cause I give it up. Doing whatever we want, that just ain't enough. Some call it judging, but not my father, so I call it love.